Hello, and welcome to the post-completion map overview of Absolution. In this video, me and the men are just gonna fly through each area and give our overall thoughts on our experience during our beta test of Absolution. No gameplay, just yapping. Enjoy. Alright,
Normal way.
White Wool. One of the longer
TP
areas compared to the
adds
map.
Pay to
I'm
renderXR. Okay.
It's definitely one of the good areas of the map. Looks pretty good. I don't remember anything being too atrocious aside from the loot, but that was most of the map. It was just
Yeah,
a lot.
all of the loot got fixed in this one as well.
Yeah, the trickle loot was mostly the main problem in this
What?
area.
Yeah, wait, the slow trickle was only like early on, but was really
Yeah.
prevalent. And that at least like fizzled out.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's this that we didn't find back here? Plus 0.4 attack speed in the offhand. Isn't that extremely powerful?
That's very good for an
that,
axe. Oh yeah, our world got reset. Remember?
the world got reset. Yeah.
I still think we didn't find it.
Everything from white through light
Where
blue.
was it? Was it just down somewhere?
It's behind the final cathedral.
Behind it. Oh yeah, we probably didn't find this.
Yeah. I think people will miss that, but it's very good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very, very, very good. For an area 1,
But
especially.
you can't breathe, yeah, for area 1. You can't go much higher. There's a weird splash potion. There's so many secrets on top of the cathedral as well.
Yeah, this is acceptable early game. It wasn't anything spectacular aside from the diamond block display trap. It was a little slow just because it's super big and there wasn't anything like speeding up the gameplay. And the mobs were actually pretty threatening off rip.
Yeah, white, right? Are you already talking about orange?
Oh, white. Like the creepers that were like already like fast fuse and like normal explosion power in white.
Yeah, that threw me off because it's so early on.
Yeah.
And
So it's kind of slow. Yeah, a little too many chests that just gave the same kind of loot. Follows the Divinity's End problem, but hopefully we fix
really
that.
like it did really set up the quality of the builds very well.
Yeah, it set a
For like
good
the rest of the map,
expectation,
like
yeah.
white and orange in particular.
Very nice looking area.
My favorite part was probably the final cathedral. Everything else was kind of
Yeah, it
something
was
I-
definitely the building parts.
Yeah.
And my least favorite part were probably the first 2 islands because they just went on a little bit too long.
Yeah, they're very dense for being like 3 of the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I first thought that the cathedral was like its own area.
I got nothing extra to say. Great builds, just alright gameplay. Kind of slow, but that's just a preference thing. Alright.
Yeah,
Orange.
already at
wool.
orange.
Area had a
Or
lot
just
more
orange
loot to give the player. I think Tyler's changed these islands instead of having a stack of coal blocks each to having 8, which is fine.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
A lot more reasonable that way. Future coal still has value. These like structures, like these pillager outposts made of quartz. Those are pretty dense.
What time did you end ads for black?
Let me check. It was 58 minutes for the second session.
58?
Yeah.
Damn, that's... Black is definitely the longest area in the map then.
Oh yeah. I think it's just the player needs to feel more powerful at black because it's just like it feels so slow to fight mobs, and especially with the new hit ranges. So like, I think the items in black just needs to be. They don't need to be like prot 10. Just the offensive items need to feel better because I think like having prot 2 netherite is kind of appropriate by black because shit still kills you, which is like the goal of black. But like it just feels so slow to fight through stuff.
I was actually...
We'll get there though. We'll come back to black and talk about black later.
True.
For orange.
Let's do orange.
Yeah, orange is perfectly fine. It felt like a more faster paced version of the islands from white, to be honest, but with like more lucrative chests. Because they're kind of like the same color palette, but that's all right. There's some funny gags like the lectern from Castlevania, Passion's Call.
Oh yeah, and the Omanu Masamu joke.
Yeah, this particular pillager outpost is very threatening for our party. It was very dense, which I liked, but I don't remember there being anything too rewarding at it. But maybe I'll look at that later. There's like on the far west side of the area, there's like a special cake thing, and like this all the way up here. They're kind of useless, so I think I buffed them in the update. But I like that there's like
Yeah.
side paths to like random unique items.
I did remember just the loot just being just better in the chests as well. Like, because the other one we were like talking about a lot of slow trickle, and this one you actually got like the good loot in the center, and there's the filler loot and stuff. It's kind of symmetrical, so it's easy to understand what's where.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, thumbs up on this area. Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, also a good one.
I like the layout as well. It's mostly linear, but then you've got a couple of loops in here.
Yeah. You can bridge around a bit as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving on from that, we got the monument. This one's kind of just world painter mountain with like just like periodic little
Yeah,
structures.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, to be honest. Like, I don't.
Yeah, 4X tends to do this a lot, but I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. The items were great.
Yeah,
but...
like it's just kind of dark and just kind of spawner pathy, and the top. Like, I wish there was a little bit more decoration like around the actual mountain.
Yeah, the mountain itself is just blackstone. Blackstone.
And it's a little bit, yeah, just.
Okay, at least it's a fast-paced area. At least you don't have to stick around too long. One problem, I think it's been fixed, but there was like a cardinal mob that just one-shots you. it was like one of the purple when we still had the purple rings of doom spam going on in like every area for some reason. Oh, the monument turned into diamond blocks. I even noticed that the tree leaves.
Yeah, then DSM literally said it.
I was not paying attention.
I like the
I was too busy trying to disable the data packs when we finished the map.
I laid out all the spots where you put things are, but I think it might also be one of the least good-looking monuments I've seen for a while.
Yeah, nothing too spectacular. It's just one of the trees in the Castlemania forest.
I don't really like the monument where all the pedestals are divided and like scattered around, because you can't take a good victory screenshot.
Yeah, it means you don't get a screenshot of it.
With like all the wool.
Yeah, you can't even really see a good chunk of them when you're like from far away either. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's.
I also find it a bit weird how the like going up the tree and the actual like teleporter room where we put our chests and stuff, how that's kind of very separate.
Yeah, it feels weird that it's
like the monument feels very like all over the place in that sense.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like one like piece that's working together. It just feels like separate pieces slapped together.
Yeah, not necessarily slapped together, but yeah.
But yeah. I like the teleport system, the data pack, and the interactions and stuff in this. I like that.
Yeah, I actually like it how it's like a menu with sub-menus.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting to not like it, but I actually found it worked quite well.
Yeah, because I like it because like when you have bigger areas, you don't have to be forced to only use one teleporter per area, like Ragecraft, for example.
Yeah, the sub-menu thing is very cool.
Yeah.
That way you can make a bigger area and still have multiple teleporters.
What I don't like is how the area like popping up stuff appears only once. You cannot like make it reappear.
In my opinion, it should have like a 1 minute cooldown and then it could appear again.
Yeah.
That would probably just fix the problem. I don't know if
or even a 5
like
minute,
that.
I would say.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Like
as
literally,
well.
just look at how Galarov kind of does it. Like every time you walk into certain transition zones, it's like, here you go.
Yeah, because what happens like 99% of the times, you walk into an area and then you leave because you don't want to do it because you haven't finished the area before that yet.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is light blue. Oh, let me walk back, and then you walk back into light blue like 2 hours later or whatever, you're done. And then you completely forgot the name, who made it, and all that stuff. So the credits immediately get completely lost on who made what.
Yeah, hopefully those get ironed out. All right, where is magenta over here? This one was pretty cool. I like
yeah,
this.
this one was dope.
It's almost fun
Another
to play.
very
This
nice
one was very
looking area.
creative.
Yeah. I don't
I
really
think
have
this
any
one
complaints
so
on this one.
far was my favorite, even though I didn't realize it at the time. Like the gameplay.
Yeah, it was
The
very
loots.
much more dynamic layout than some of the other areas since it's
Mm-hmm.
you actually have to meander around while the threats aren't too like absurd.
There's a very weird aesthetics which I love. Like with the weird square buildings and stuff and the pharaoh inside. That crypt section was really fun.
Yeah, some of it's a little
Like the
too
beam.
dense. I don't know if it was ever like I don't know if it was like intended for you like for some parts to just like when you walk around the corner this is like 20 creepers. I don't know if that part's intended, but
Yeah, the charged creepers also were a bit much, but I liked that actually, that it was just kind of over the top.
yeah, it's all about what they're. I don't know what they're intending to do.
Gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's up to them. I
That's
don't know if
good.
they're gonna what their goal was. Maybe they wanted it to be insane. Maybe they didn't want it. I don't know, but that's just how it played for us.
Yeah, I'm curious like how much people tested their own areas and or like got the chance to test their own areas in particular, because
Yeah.
that's always kind of difficult, right? In collab maps like these, like how can you test your own areas when someone has to grab it off the compile server and then hand it to you? And
Yeah, you
If
can't really
everyone
get.
wants
Yeah,
to
you
do
really
that.
can't get a clear view of the areas playtesting it yourself because you have so much map maker knowledge.
yeah, and like how much did other people test the map? Because we got the weird like update at the end with the data packs. Did any other tester notice that? And did that just not get fixed from wave 1?
Some of the
Because nobody got
major
there,
problems
or
we ran
what
into
happened?
was
They're going to be multiplayer only.
yeah,
aren't they?
multiplayer
Yeah,
problems
That might be it.
is what happened because a lot of the Cardo bugs we ran into were literally just because of multiplayer. Like you never notice them in single player, but when there's two people with different IDs, so many or with the same ID, that's when you start spawning so many different Cardo bugs.
Yeah, I think I had that with Castlevania. I had a few multiplayer bugs like that as well.
The Trident thing, like where your Trident got like intercepted and replaced with a vanilla Trident, that is just a thing that happens and it sucks, and I don't think it'll ever get fixed, unfortunately. Which is a shame because I like Tridents.
Yeah, then we got to Heroic Conquest.
Yeah, this area was a lot better than I thought it would be, but it also got fixed between the first beta wave and the second beta wave. This whole wedding cake didn't exist. It used to just be a bunch of like 3 wide bridges, like a massive amount of them.
Yep.
But yeah, this is awesome. I think all the Cardo spam here got removed, so it'll probably be perfectly acceptable in the.
Yeah, then it's perfect because
Yeah.
that was the only thing. Like the mobs were kind of overtuned.
Yeah, because like it was like great without Cardo, but since we played it with Cardo, it was just like you can't push
Yeah.
without getting destroyed by it. Because that purple Nova ability just like pulls you towards the mob and deals magic damage to you.
I do think the theming was also a bit chaotic, like with the side passages and then the lower water area all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think aside from I know like most of the loot problems got fixed, like the turtle helmet getting a clearer location and stuff. I thought it was perfectly fine. It's not like the most interesting in the world, but it played pretty smoothly for me because it was just like Heroic
Yeah.
Conquest but with new hit ranges and Cardo. But
This side area at the top is interesting. I'm just flying around, and there's nothing up here. But
oh yeah,
it
this
seems
used to be
like
gameplay and then it all got
Yeah.
removed because no one liked it.
the area used to be much larger. I quite like that.
Yeah,
this is
I think I actually
decorative.
said like, why isn't it part of the gameplay? But it's actually good that it isn't. 'Cause it's just flat, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just decoration, which it clearly is now.
And then without it, just the other sections, it's like a perfectly length area. So they're just like the other areas, it's like about like 50 minutes to an hour. So
Yeah, let
it's-
me actually check. Yeah, how long? Is it like blue? Yeah, 51 minutes.
Yeah, all the areas have a pretty shocking consistency level aside from the mid game, in terms of length.
Yeah. Where was yellow?
I think it's connected to light blue somewhere.
So yeah, we go through the tunnels.
Probably in the back.
Over here, I'm here.
Lower back.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the
Not loaded
favorites to
for
play
me.
for sure. This was I
oh,
did
or
feel like
this
there was a bit too much to play, to be honest, but
Yeah, this one was too big.
yeah.
Because when I thought that this was a double area. So we came in from the top, and there's also a lower. Yeah, we didn't go down the lower path. We went only the upper path.
A lot of these
When it
lower
said-
bridges, I think, could just be scrapped.
Yeah, because like
Yeah, the middle kind of bridges.
it's not
Yeah.
even
Or at
like
least there needs to be more
rewarding.
loot there, because that's the main issue. Like going there didn't really rewards.
Oh yeah.
I really like the bridges. I like how it's kind of amalgamation of like
I like how
the
they
weird
look.
houses, the bridges, and then the weird cave floor. I really like those three together. Like the weird islands.
Yeah, I like the kind of similar to Cyan, where there's like 3 separate like mini areas, kind of. Of the top city thing.
Yeah,
With the crystal
I
cave as
originally
well.
thought that this was a double area, like lime and yellow were together, and so lime was in the lower section on the middle bridges.
This lower
then
section
in
did
the
not
upper
need to exist.
parts.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's not much to. I'd rather it just be the like the bridges, like when you walk into the area, and then the city, and then the crystal cave. Like the bottom half of the bridges, or just kind of like the same thing as the upper bridges.
Yeah, so if
but
you
without
teleport to me right here, so basically this bridge and everything lower should kind of. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind if that was gone, basically, because
Yeah.
it's just like bridge gameplay, and we've already seen these bridges before. So like we already know how they placed. So why do we want to play more of that?
Yeah.
Like it's spawner. It's basically spawner path, and we've
Yeah.
already seen the path before because it's the same copy pasted bridges, with slight variations in the staircases. And it wasn't too like offensive, honestly.
Yeah. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't
Just
like
there was no reward for it.
exactly. And so like removing these extra paths would mean there's like a higher loot density, just naturally,
Yeah.
which is what we're looking for. It's what we're looking for.
Do you like the amount of verticality in the area? It's very nice.
Yeah.
Looks very visually complex, but there's kind of a stable color scheme throughout the area, so it all ties together pretty well.
Yeah, you can very
yeah, it's a
clearly
very like
see
warm.
where you're supposed to go. at night and
Yeah.
stuff
It's a
like that.
very warm feeling area. I still really just love that floor.
Oh yeah,
Like
and the skulk
the
trap over
magma
here that
blackstone.
dropped infinite creepers. This was
Yes, that
awesome.
one was so based.
Big fan of that. Let's see.
I've got Decay Forever,
That's lime.
Lime.
I like this
This
area up until the
one-
Riptide 5 section. That was a bit bizarre.
I remember not really enjoying this one, but I was in a very bad mood.
No, this
I
this
remember right.
area was just kind of bizarre. This is like a worse
Yeah.
area of red, to be honest. This is like a exact worse version of red, or like better version of red in my opinion. Except for the
I'm
end.
just-
The ending was kind of. I think there has been a lot more interesting loot added to the Riptide 5 section, so there's more incentive to actually like meander. And the
Yeah, I didn't like the Riptide section, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think that's the first part of the map where I was kind of not into it.
yeah, and I think I don't know if I mentioned this to Tyler, but in the notes or anything, but the rapid fire skeletons in this area were like unnecessary.
Oh yeah, and then that final climb up was also kind of too chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a proper climax, but like, it was just too much. Hey, there's some mobs are still here. It was definitely too much.
Yeah, it feels like something that's like thematically placed in like an end game area, but it's just full of like mid game Cardo spam. So it's like
Yeah, it looks really cool though.
It
That's
does.
what I will give it.
because the problem
So-
when you Cardo spam, it just becomes so much less appealing to actually clear. Because especially combined with the new hit ranges, so when you're fighting like swarms of Cardo spam with new hit ranges, it's like, oh my god, just let me through, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the loot problem has already been solved, and I think the Cardo spam has been solved. I just still don't like this Riptide fight. I get the idea behind it, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just super unclear. Because you're like, it's so much to look at. Because when you have Riptide 5, it just, instead of clearing like a clear level, you have to clear like every single part. Because you have to clear all the 3D space now too.
Yeah.
Instead of clearing like just a single path, you're clearing like a whole cube of shit. Which is so much. Who knows? Some people might like it.
It's lots of visual noise. It's kind of hard to tell what you're looking at.
Yeah, just like if you put lighting everywhere and not like in a clear way. Like in the bridge section, there was light always at a certain spot on the bridges. So then everything is recognizable. But like light is literally everywhere in the Riptide section, so it's like, where do I go? It's just chaotic and overwhelming. I had this in the original version of Grey as well, once we get there.
Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this.
Yeah. Pink. Cake's Castle.
Oh yeah, this is a banger.
This was fun. Very chaotic. Loot was kind of underwhelming, but I think that's fixed as well, right?
Yeah, all the unique loot has been fixed and buffed. Some of the items actually were like, they were labeled with Cardo enchants, but they didn't even have them like in the tag, so the Cardo wasn't even working on some of those items, so that's been fixed.
This area looks smaller than that it plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
it's
dense.
So dense.
I'm looking at it now and it looks fairly linear, but it certainly didn't feel that way going through it.
It doesn't. Well, the start looks linear. Like, and then you get to the circle room, right? That still felt linear when we played, to me at least.
Yeah.
But then you get to like the lower section of the castle, and that's where just shit hits the fan. Excuse my French. And it just, I mean, that was the fun part as well, just the sheer chaos.
Yeah, I think
also didn't help that we, of course, had like many more people in the Discord call.
Yeah, super dense areas like interiors like this kind of work when you have like harder walls like deep slate bricks, because like there were like thousands of explosions going off, but you were still like forced in the same box because it wasn't like breaking through any walls.
Yeah, it was kind of mob spammy though.
It was, especially combined with like even like there's so many like variables you have to account for, like mob spam plus even a hint of Cardo. Because like Cardo you usually reserve for like isolated elite encounters, right? So when you like add it to like to vanilla mob spam, it starts to get finicky. Who knows? I think the rapid fire has been removed anyway, so it's just a normal mob spam, which I think is acceptable because I think the mobs are pretty weak in this area, so you have like enough gear to just shred through groups of them, at least most of the time.
Yeah, this is definitely an area I kind of want to do single player as well.
Yeah, I think this will feel a lot better in the version you're gonna play.
Like early game, the previous one that was Lime. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, very like
beautiful looking area again as well as our most of them.
Very much.
Yeah.
Mucho like go.
Do you still think the monuments, like the walls and stuff, could use a little bit of update compared to the rest of the map, how it looks?
True.
Like the wall painter walls. Maybe it could use just some like netherrack stuff.
Yeah, probably something. Could probably talk to Tyre or Borax about it, because it is like a standout. This doesn't look like it has had much work on it.
Yeah, especially since it's also the third area. It feels like, huh?
Yeah.
When it's the monuments, you're going to be looking at it a lot.
Yeah, it's like sandwiched between like a bunch of amazing looking areas, which doesn't.
I think it could use some like simple like cobweb clouds. Some more of those.
Yeah, just something more to look at, to be honest.
Yeah, there's some more stuff.
All right, so that's pink. Now we're moving on to gray.
So Grey already got a big update.
Yeah, Narfu kind of gave us a little house tour like a couple days ago. So basically, he just kind of literally like blew up like half of these unused paths. I think it's super clear where to go. There's like there's a path of like warped fungus and shit to follow.
Yeah, so basically he moved a lot of the empty playable space, especially at the bottom, And then, like you said, there's like little beacons that are just like warp fungus that you can just follow.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's super clear. I think it'll actually like the area. We only spent like half an hour on the area, and I think it's probably gonna be the same amount of length, maybe even a little longer, even while we're moving the space, because you're actually gonna be spending more time in the actual playable space instead of just going up because you have nowhere else to go instead.
Yeah.
That you'll actually know where to go. You'll actually take a path, which is good. Good for the area. The loot here was actually mostly fine, but we just didn't find any of it because we didn't know where to go.
Oh,
It was like Prot 2 chain mostly and some other shit. I also added a couple items in the update, but we'll get there. Yeah, half that shit we didn't even loot because we didn't know where to go. It's fine though.
Wait,
It just
where
means
was the
that
exits?
players in the future will like it more. It's like up in the trees towards the east.
Oh, there's the egg. Yeah,
Yeah.
The egg.
the weird egg.
Yeah, there was
thing.
a compass at the wall to point you to the egg as well, which is which was useful.
You. Oh, your data packs are
There's
broken.
no teleporter.
Go fly northeast. It's like it's in that direction.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Monument. Not monument. Intersection.
This is great. I don't know. I don't know when this spawned in out of nowhere because there's no wall attached to it, so it's just an
Wait,
intersection.
which one?
The dragon intersection.
Wait, what do you mean there's a monument or?
There's no wall attached to it. So I don't know like when this got built. I think it was just kind of because like for example, yellow is also intersection 1. But like this is just a standalone intersection.
Yeah, true. Well, I did remember Lilac saying that this was for another area,
Oh yeah, this was. Oh yeah, I don't know where, but
right?
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
reading that.
No, I think it got moved from. Did it get moved from intersection 1 to intersection 2?
That'd be weird because it doesn't look like it would belong in intersection 1 at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were to guess, it may have came from Lilac's area in white. If I'm guessing, because it looks like it would belong there. But
It's
I
good
don't
that I got cut out of there. This is like one of my favorite dragon builds ever.
yeah, this is super cool.
Just-
I like all
I
the
love
little
it. That's like
ships on the clouds and anchors and things.
Yeah,
Just
now
the
there's upside down
Valhalla
ships.
Viking-y.
Yeah, stuff like this is what the monument needs. Just like props in the air.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah.
That'd be chill.
And a big ass dragon.
Yeah, give me just copy paste the dragon and palette swap it.
Just copy paste the dragon out. And just
All right, moving on to light gray.
Light gray.
Light gray?
Say it's short and sweet. Another 30
wait,
minute
where's
one. I
light gray?
think.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Nightfall.
It's alright.
The only thing I didn't like about this area is when I quickly blew up and it insta clogged your inventory just because of how detailed the builds are. But what can you do? That just happens.
Yeah, I did really like. I did like kind of all the houses and the gameplay inside. Kind of fun.
Yeah, they're very lot to offer in each house. They all serve their purpose. Everything has a purpose in this area, which is chill. Not much to add. It just kind of worked.
I like the fez trees as well.
Oh yeah.
Where?
The square trees.
Where trees?
They're kind of fezzy,
Yeah.
very close to the fez trees. Some
Oh,
actually
yeah, there's like
are.
armor in this area that was missing armor values. I fixed it though.
Yeah, very very short area.
Yeah.
And then we get to the one of my favorite areas.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning when we were in yellow. This is like has a similar sort of 3 mini areas sort of idea to it, where it's just like pretty dense areas, but they're like disconnected from each other, but they're all
Who made
part
this
of the
one? Was
same.
this Rock and Red?
It was Triss, Rock and Red, and Rhino.
Okay.
I think.
This one was very good.
So it's mucho thumbs up. Serious items were actually one of the rare instances of the map where they're actually too OP. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But that's alright.
There's
Makes it more
I
fun.
love the theming. How this is basically, it makes you feel like you're on Mars.
Yeah,
With
super,
the weird alien spires going up everywhere.
super out of this world looking, super not Earth. This is not. You would not see this on Earth, bruh.
What the hell are these pants?
What's up? What's this? Fettering chains. Oh, they're weaken you, but they're very defensive. Yeah. I basically left the Smite 6 and the axes the same, but I just gave them a inherent repair cost, so that you can't repair them forever.
It's good.
Because the repair limit on Cardo items is not 40 in like vanilla; it's actually 60, which is very high. Which is why that's
a little bit weird. I forget what was up here. This fake wall box at the top of the tallest tower.
Oh, it was ass. It was
Yeah, I don't remember it being very good.
It was a knockback 4 shovel. I buffed it with some other like axe level attributes. So
No girls allowed. Evil.
Hold on, I'm lagging.
So sign can't stop me. This is men's kissing booth. I still can't read. I love men. Ew, men. Leave this in. This is important. Signed, Triss. You got it, boss. Signed, Tyler. And
Hey,
hearts.
we missed a secret. That's some OP shit. Let me try and find it. Well, not really OP, but because I gave it to us after the session. Where is it?
This area looks very open world, but I don't think it is. It's kind of guided.
No. Yeah, it is very guided.
So yeah, that works.
Yeah, this area is very good. One of my favorites.
Oh yeah, these really narrow corridors were also fun to take on because it felt...
Yeah, that was such a nice change of pace.
Yeah, because all the
Like
other
it's
areas
the
are so
little
huge.
noodle caves from vanilla.
Those are cool. And also connects all the subsections as well. Those separate little mini sections of the area.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right, now we're moving on to purple.
What is this? Purple.
It's the quadro towers.
Yeah.
Seasonal themed castle towers.
Yeah, I didn't like the lava one, and that's the
Yeah.
one we started with, so it already gave me a negative impression.
Yeah, negative first impression because your striders were slow, but the zombie striders were fast, which was kind of
Yeah,
what
I was
the
also
hell?
on the latency internet, I remember.
Oh yeah, that'll.
And the mobs hit hard, so I did
yeah.
not have the best of times, but this area was actually kind of fun, honestly. Once I
Yeah.
looked past that. Because the
Cool.
platforming in the towers is cool.
Secret theme.
Like how it's differently themed.
Little mini bosses on top. Well, pretty nice. I don't know why some of them
Yeah.
were preemptively triggering, but
There's lots of fun platforming. And I assume like the mobs are already kind of tuned down a bit.
yeah,
After this.
I think I don't remember. I think they have been kind of. I don't remember though.
Also
Also-
good area.
Also, the loot's been. I think the mobs have been slowly getting tuned down, like mostly decartification for most of the map, and the loot's just been getting buffed by me, so it's just like it'll overall be an easier experience. Because there's just some like random, like unexpected insta kills across the map that I think have been kind of ironed out mostly.
The executioners.
Yeah, I think there's been some gassed grids above some of these towers now in the newer version.
Oh yeah, I do remember complaining about that.
Yeah, I remember when I was updating the loot, the original loot was so bad, so now it's actually like usable.
Skybox. Skybox is
Oh
very
yeah,
cool.
the little vortex in the sky.
Storm.
Yeah, I love that one.
I haven't. It's like the 17th time I've seen it, but it's still awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
If
like
they make
the
it like
middle tower the most out of the whole area.
Same. Is that like the world edit thing, or how did they make that?
It's some world edit thing.
What the
Everyone has in their clipboard now.
How is this in the map?
Let me see.
Kidding me? These ass cheeks are clapping.
Damn. Damn. I think Link
This
made
should
this.
be put at the monuments. It feels like
Sad
the
boy.
monuments.
Sad boy.
It does feel like it does feel. Wait, there's gameplay inside. What the fuck?
What are you There's gameplay. Oh my god, there's a layout. What the fuck?
There's actual gameplay.
Let's put some spawners in here. Drop creeper up here.
Crazy, yes.
A legendary item in here.
Alright, blue.
Blue.
Blue. Celeste.
This area was definitely one of the proportionally hardest for us, for sure.
Yeah. And this was one of the areas that felt longer than that it was, which is a bad thing. But that was mainly because I was getting frustrated with the creepers.
Yeah. This area got
was-
some huge deserved nerfs in terms of difficulty. So the creepers are no longer like insta boom. I think they're default now, and all the cardo should be gone. I think.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of this area kind of felt the same as well.
Yeah. This
Like the kind of island hopping,
yeah.
kind of samey like structures everywhere, and with the same kind of like paths. I kind of wish it changed it up around halfway.
I like that there were powdered snow traps in this area. That is the differentiating factor of it.
Yes, the traps were a big plus in this one.
Big thumbs up. Because like I think what happened for most of these areas, like they agreed to be like either be a cave area or a void area based on the intersection, and that when you're all void areas, it kind of like locks you into like a very similar like theme a couple of times, especially because you see there's so many island hopping dungeons in the map,
Yeah.
which isn't
Do we
inherently
like
offensive, but you'll notice it.
Hey, I've never really noticed like the electricity cables with like the sparks that well, because you're too close to them constantly.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it much going through the area, but
Yeah.
from a wider angle, it's very
Yeah.
noticeable now.
Like that's just some feedback for like future areas to whomever made this. I wish I could see that so easily.
Yeah.
But like, I wish the cables kind of went on their own islands around the area for a little bit.
I think it should be made of iron
you
bars.
could see them from a distance and be like, "Whoa, that's cool!" Like the wires and the sparks on them. I never noticed these were giant strawberries either while we were playing.
I'd like the bars, the copper wiring a little more if it was made of iron bars, maybe, because like the thickness of the wires kind of like it blends into too well with the background. You can't even.
Yeah, you're kind of right on that as well.
Yeah, I think that would do something good for the area.
And the wall is really cool as well.
Yeah, mega wall.
I was expecting us to go along the wall for at least a stretch.
I wish, bro.
Yeah,
How far
I
does
I'm
it
remember-
go?
surprised that we didn't.
This
I
goes.
don't know
The
if you
wall goes
saw,
so far. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, it's copy pasted, right?
Yeah.
It's like this asset. I was talking to Lilac in my feedback channel, and they mentioned that they wanted gameplay on there for bits, but just it didn't happen. But it kind of, and then I said that it kind of adds to the the liminal feeling of the wall, because it feels very empty and like an in-between stage, which is what it is. So that works really well. That it doesn't have gameplay.
Yeah, and if it's that it's for the lore purposes, some bullshit with your mind or something.
Yeah, or just vibes, right?
Yeah. No brown. Oh brown.
Brown.
We've said enough on brown.
I've,
I'm not even gonna
yeah,
comment on it.
This
I've
is
said enough.
my least favorite area. That's all I
Yeah,
can say, to be honest.
we've commented enough. I'm hoping it will get fixed. If it doesn't get fixed, I would like it to be known that we wanted it to get fixed. We advocated it for it to get fixed, and I'm hoping it got fixed. So if you're hearing this from the future, let it be known. We spoke out. At
We
least.
tried.
We tried. All right.
Green.
I think at least the
Yeah.
spawners should get fixed in this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Cause like the elite gas spawners they're always there whenever you go to I4. What the hell?
Yeah, these spawn the
Yeah.
game, at the very least.
They're still here. They're literally still here.
Yeah,
In
they're
the-
still here, yeah.
Oh my god.
I think the flat forest layout also doesn't work. Like, the forest feels a lot bigger than that it is, because it's also spawner dense.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this
Yeah, it's
screenshot
flat
of all
and
the
you
gas
never
that are
really
still
get
here.
an aerial view of the place.
Yeah, and 45 minutes for this small of an area, but it's just so hyper dense.
There's just too many spawners. For
Yeah, I
everyone.
feel like they made it dense to accommodate for its tiny size, but I don't think that was the play, especially given the mob roster.
Yeah, I would rather just have, you know, another like half an hour area instead of 50 minutes then.
Yeah.
Like, which one? I guess that was gray. That, yeah, 36 minutes. Cyan took, oh, light gray took 26. Yeah, I would rather have it just be a small area than.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't like every area that has to mean 50 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have a short good area than a long like this area.
Yep.
As with most people.
Green?
Green.
Green, awful,
No,
worst area. in
terrible.
the
No,
Yeah,
fuck
but-
you,
I
fuck
like
you,
this.
fuck you.
Who built this?
It was good.
This is my procrastination area.
Yeah.
back like a while ago when this was still in development. I like worked on it for like 5 minutes at a time.
I think
Like,
my
a
cave
couple
got
weeks.
yeeted.
Where's your cave?
My
Oh my-
cave was off to the side.
Oh,
of
look at
this.
I love these. Oh wait, TP to
Yeah,
me.
you can see the lines.
The grids, the lines, the splines from the diabolical creepers. Oh, it's beautiful.
Wait, that's black. Oh crap.
Ooh, what assets?
Yeah,
The only thing I'm
my,
gonna I obviously modified the
my
loot
cave
just
got
like
yeeted.
the rest of the map. And one thing that I noted for myself to do is to add put obsidian under the stairs in the mansion, so when the house blows up, you still know where to go.
Yeah, yeah, that's one issue. Is like it actually destroys the whole game.
Yeah. That's the
It's
only
good
thing.
though. I really like the actual use of diabolical creepers. There
I
are
was-
3 of them.
My
Right?
one thing that
Yeah.
I wanted to do with this area, as with most of my cardinal areas, is I wanted to make a creeper that just blows your mind. So in map rec 6, I added that creeper that's unkillable, has the TNT minecart on its head and charges at you and explodes when it does that. I brought it back here. So for this one, I was like, let me make a tier 50 charged creeper and just see who lets it blow up. And the main part that blows your mind about it here is that it's right next to the wall.
Yeah.
Because everyone's seen the charged creeper next to the wall box. But has anyone seen the tier 50 charged creeper next to the wall box? That also activates like a 300 block TNT trap in the wall, as well as the TNT bell in the
Yep.
ceiling.
That was insane.
Because what my favorite part about most CTMs is the spectacle of some aspects of it. Some things that really excite you, like a massive trap explosion.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
a-
that's actually kind of why I like mob spam. It's just like kind of. You remember the creeper statue in Castlemania?
yeah.
Like the just buffed up nat mobs, and then also just max spawn.
Yeah, I
Just
kind of wanted to
crazy.
emulate a similar feeling to that with it, because you notice like there's like an insane amount of mob spam in this area, but it's all kind of weak. It's like all the mobs are pretty weak, so you can kind of still shred them. Like especially with all the creepers, you can just blow them all up. I wanted to create
Yeah,
that spectacle.
That's what I love about like Breath of the Wild as well. Like sometimes you can get like
Oh
And
yeah,
then
I
launching
forgot about
weapons.
this.
What's this?
Oh, I forgot
What?
about this. I forgot to take us here. I completely forgot to put
Wait,
this here.
what is in that? Oh, Riptide! Wow.
I forgot to
How
put
many
this
creeper
here.
spawners? Dude, I love that. I honestly, almost in any map nowadays, I just yeet in 1,000,000 creeper spawners in one small section.
I forgot I put
Like
something.
you saw it
here.
in Solaris as well. Just
Yeah.
fun. Because creepers blow up their own spawners, so if you have 1,000,000 of them, it
Yeah.
just becomes more fun.
Alright, there's like a little secret in this attic that I think British man got. It was like a broken elytra or like a very
Oh, yeah,
damaged
yeah, yeah.
elytra with some
I
other
got
shit.
that and never
There was
used it.
there was a little triangle of creeper spawners, but when the diabolical creeper went off, it turned it into a little chair. It was amazing. It's like,
That
this
was
is what it
funny,
looked
yeah.
like. This is what the original spawner count looked like right here. It was literally just a triangle.
The Dorito.
Alright, that was chill. That area.
Red.
Oh, we even get to red.
It's
You go to the
black
dark
and black.
side.
I don't want to go for the dark side.
Don't go to the gas. This area invoked a
No, I'm at the
similar.
gas.
This area was like if it was also one of those multi-section areas, but it didn't really feel like it did it justice, because they're all perfect, like they're all actually separated instead of like well knit together.
Yeah, this one was very weird.
I don't feel like the multi-section worked. When it's an entire map and you've got a multi-section area at the end that covers areas from the entire map, it works. But this is 4 small areas and then immediately an amalgamation of those 4 small areas.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's just like 4 isolated sections that you've never seen before, and then it just does a redux of them like 15 minutes later. I'm like, I don't know. Theming is interesting. The end looks like Trickster's Thief.
Yeah, I think the theming also doesn't work for red. Like, I like the middle. I like the tower section. I wish it was more of that, to be honest.
Yeah, that was
like the hyper modern.
That was more
future.
interesting to me.
And then the wool was so random. I was jokingly putting down like 10 TNT, and then I saw that the wool box was right there, and I really like triggered one of the TNT, so I was quickly breaking all the TNT blocks, and like 2 still went off near the wool box.
Yeah, this is
because the wool box is just so weirdly placed. Like, you don't expect it here. I was expecting, you know, another section after this.
Oh yeah, and the praying grounds mechanic, that was like a nothing burger. Like the random charms that are in each section, that where you drop them, it does something. It gives random buffs or debuffs. I don't know. What I did was, because I already updated loot up to red, I gave the charms themselves offhand stats, because like I don't think most people are gonna even like use some of them. But because like
also this final section is just so short, like what, 10 minutes.
But, yeah, I'll use this to.
What does it even matter?
To give myself speed for a like 5-minute section. It's like, might as well just give me a speed 8-minute potion at that point. It accomplishes the same thing.
Yeah, I think also the water section and the hyper modern section should be swapped. Like, the water section feels definitely out of place compared to the final section and the hyper modern section.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the water section, when we came into it, I was just like, huh? Why are we back in the nature section?
Yeah.
Because we started with nature, like Jack and the Beanstalk. Then we went to modern. Then we went to like water Swampville. And then we went into weird amalgamation. What's that map that we played with the
Trickster's Thief.
evil post box? Yeah, then we went to the thief area. So it's like this weird rubber banding of nature, modern nature, that didn't really work for me.
I think the water area was significantly easier than the techie looking area as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't help.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think it should be Beanstalk and then water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or water and then Beanstalk?
Because Beanstalk was definitely the easiest.
Okay, yeah.
Beanstalk first is fine.
So I think, yeah, I think that this area could be greatly improved by switching those 2 around, by putting water area, or basically Beanstalk first, then water area, then modern area.
Yep, we'll agree.
Yeah, they just a little pacing thing that is off.
And I also think the praying ground should be harder, because it just felt like, it didn't even feel like we were in a challenging part, or like a final section. It obviously looked like some weird corrupted final section, but like I didn't feel like one when we were playing it in terms of gameplay.
I didn't realize it was actually an amalgamation of everything before. I thought it was just like a weird.
It's just too much visual noise again. What
it's
am I
visual
even looking
noise.
at here?
Yeah.
It's visual overstimulation because there's light everywhere. Like, there's no actual. It's either completely dark or completely light. You see that?
Yeah.
And then just colors everywhere. All these different colors.
Rainbow vomit.
It's like looking at a weird painting, it feels like to me. Like I'm looking at some modern art here with just labs of color everywhere.
It's like when you take those like those rainbow stained glasses in like churches, and then you just shatter them. This is what happened.
I thought you were talking about the kaleidoscope at first.
Yeah, it's just, it feels a little like unintentionally nonsensical. Like it feels like it's just I don't know what the intention was, but I don't most certainly there's no way they achieved it with what happened here. It's just like clearly this is some corrupted version, but you can make it a little more like, you know, not this. Not this.
Again, I've got no idea how we get to black now.
I saw it. It's let's see. It's like out of green. Yeah, here it is. Where does it start?
I think this is the entrance right here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at the big cathedral.
Yeah. I teleported.
This was my favorite area.
Yeah, this is definitely super achieved its goal, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of partial to Aviatic's like build style, because it kind of always leads to it's kind of 3x3 hallways.
Yeah.
And I think the mobs were properly tuned with the amount of loot and stuff.
Yeah, I like Aviatic's like build style because it's like it feels so like old school, but like not in a bad way.
Yep. Yeah, like because he uses like his way of using stone brick and stuff. Gives me Ragecraft vibes in a good way, because he's still its own build style.
Yeah, the only problem I had with the area is that the player needs to feel more like offensively powerful. Because it's just such
I think
a
there should be
slog.
some weaker mobs actually in between the stronger ones, so you feel like you're smacking stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of if you look at the Black Castle from Lost Embers, how there's just weak ass mobs in between as well. You feel like you're unstoppable.
The projectile spawners were awesome.
I love the projectile spawners. People should
those
use
were
them
so
more.
good. I can hear you smile. That's how good they were.
British grin. Spawns like fucking like 20
Yeah.
projectiles per shot. That's awesome.
Dude, yeah, me getting killed multiple times in them.
The volley
That was funny
spawner.
as hell.
I don't know what these lecterns are for, but I noticed them. Across the area.
I do think there's 5 stages of grief, but we skipped one somehow.
I think we just missed another. Like, it's not obvious. Like, they're chests with items that are then linked to the stages. So it's entirely
that's
possible
it.
for you to miss them. Like we clearly did.
No, I
But it
think I
should be
found
on the
one.
path,
F5. I like that there's secret items like the random sharpness 100 gold sword with 4 durability.
What?
Yeah,
What? Huh?
What's up?
What?
What did I just find up here?
Oh, did you find the Roblox face?
Wait, what?
Made you look. What? Huh? What?
There's something I want to show you guys on the dev server actually. Look what me and Aviatic built last night. It's the tester graveyard. I haven't finished them all, but look under BSM's in spectator mode.
Their T. Oh, there's a drop. Jesus. With TNT, wow.
No, it's not TNT. It's just a powder, so you fall even further.
Wait, but how? Don't you fall on the previous? Okay, yeah, no, you were already being there.
Yeah. Because the
Still
plan is
didn't
to add
even
because I found this part out here while we were playing, but I was like, there's nothing here besides the shortcut. So I was like, I guess we could put like a shortcut up to where that house was, because that house was. He was like, what should I put here? And then I was like, it's weird because no one would ever think to even come to this house.
Yeah, I just saw that little house in spectator mode on the other world and had a look, and yeah, there was nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing to. There's no way to even get here. Because you don't even notice that there's a house there from most of the area. So I was like, well, I guess we'll add a shortcut from this shortcut.
Let me
This
take
area-
a quick look at the final pit section, because that was insane.
This area is appropriately long.
Yeah, this felt actually appropriate.
It's definitely by far the longest area in the map, but it's like, it should be.
Yeah, this bottom lava section was.
Yeah,
short,
and it
but
worked
it
because
was
every
up there,
area
that
was
like,
every subsection was like properly intricate and like dense and
Yeah.
like ridiculous and fun.
water area was a bit hard to find our way through, but again, good length.
Because it is so hard to make every, like all those climbs up and down, for example, they were very challenging, which is kind of hard to do at the end of a collab map like this. Like,
Yeah.
proper balancing, like props to that. Wait, what is this? A boba.
What?
Huh? Just a sign.
A boba. I have no idea.
No, just a weird secret reference. That tree was three.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
this
black
massive
concrete was
hallway.
kinda
I think there
weird.
should be more of these gas spawners up on these ledges, like up on this top like part, because you can just run on this
Yeah,
top part
because
if
you
you
can
want.
kind of skip,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and since like I think the gas are actually extraordinary. Let me check their stats. They're like
They were
They're
really
diabolical.
They were
strong.
powerful.
They were really strong.
where is it? Explosion. Yeah, it's explosion power
It's honestly
3. So
kind
it's
of-
like literally shooting direct creepers at you. They're shooting
Yep.
creepers at you.
They were actually kind of nice though.
Yeah,
I actually kind of liked it.
it is. It's
because-
like it's definitely what it should have. It's definitely appropriate.
Because the floor is kind of flat.
Yeah. I like the rapid fire. I think the only mob I didn't like were the Vexes actually. Like they were just like the consistently
Yeah, the Vexes was
intolerable
annoying
mob.
me.
Like I
Where
can
was
deal
the
with
fire in this one, by the way?
You go down. Yeah, at the very bottom. There's something I think. Yeah, that's wait. I think there's supposed to be a fire in this cage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is the master
It should
copy.
probably with the commands.
Yeah, I think he spawns everything in one go. But yeah, it feels like it's rare where it's just like the blah, 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 how do I even word this? To make it closer to that Castlemania like super end game like stomp and like challenge at the same time. It definitely needs more like fodder mobs in between all the powerful mobs. 'Cause it's just like a constant stream of like powerful threats when you want a couple tricklers in between.
Yeah, that's actually something that I should have done in Castlevania as well. It's like just have some weaker mobs in between. Because I just upgraded all the nat mobs to really powerful ones.
It was kind of fine because like in Castlemania there's just a consistent like trickle of charged creepers, so there's like always like a solution no matter what the threat is. In Castlemania is what I found.
Yeah.
It all just
If
depends.
you're like killing just charged creepers instead of letting them blow up, it becomes a different story, I think.
Yeah. Because then you have no AoE.
Oh wow, we really did almost everything on black, I just realized.
Yeah, we were pretty
Well,
thorough.
apart from exploring kind of the central pit. I thought there would be more like separate subsections, but
Looks like all the subsections were just the correct ways to go.
yeah.
I guess this one led to a
What
decent
the
chest plate, but
What? Huh? What is this heart room?
yeah, these are all. What's up?
There's a funny heart room over here. Oh, there's two men here. The paintings.
Two men. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's
What is this blue thing? This mushroom?
like an
Huh?
ice cream or something. I don't know.
Oh. Hmm.
I have no idea. I'm not
How weird.
well versed in the aviatic lore.
Same. Whoa, what is this rainbow?
Oh, you see the parkour? I didn't
the rainbow
find this, but
parkour.
it's awesome.
I did look into some of these, but like I remember then you just going straight to the middle to the end, so I stopped exploring the sides. Oh yeah, there's acceptance. Yeah, very cool area. Loved it.
The ending was kind of anticlimactic, but that's okay. I
Yeah, it was
guess.
very abrupt.
Yeah, just
That's
kind
very
of
true.
go to a bunch of streams of teleports and then boom, one of them is a black hole.
Yeah, I didn't think that worked, and it wasn't really like a climactic.
Because the lore, it's like it kind of makes sense with the lore, but the mobs, like the game, it like mismatches with the game because the gameplay is significantly more exciting, and the lore is like depression, and then it gives you a very blah. I don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, I did remember being like, oh, that's the wool, huh?
Yeah, that's the map. Overall, thumbs up.
Cool map.
Yeah, cool map.
Thumbs up.
I enjoy.
Well, if any of
think
the
I
map
enjoyed this
makers
more
are
than-
listening to this unlisted video, hopefully this is useful to you.
I enjoyed this more than DE, I think.
Yeah,
the end.
same.
Which actually makes this, I guess, my favorite like type of collab map, like the everyone makes an individual area type of collab map.
Yeah, it's because DE was more like the compilers had a significantly higher influence over the gameplay.
Yeah, and it created kind of gameplay and loot that wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, so if it's not your preference, then it's not your preference across the whole map.
Yeah, like I kind of like how this map is a bit all over the place in that regard.
Yeah. Because it's significantly harder to predict what's coming next. Like we did not know that because blue looks like such an innocent little area, and then it was like literally one of the hardest areas to play.
Yeah, and then brown after it. Like I was expecting some epic area,
Yeah, with the wall, and then it was just.
and it was
Yeah.
this. That is I guess it's a negative and a positive.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, honestly, I
I
think I would prefer
the
this over
individuality.
let's get another DE type map,
Same.
because this is unexpected. There's cool ideas in here, even though some of them didn't work, like the death mechanic in brown. It is actually kind of a cool idea, having 2 dimensions and like a death mechanic in between it. Just didn't work out, but it is a cool idea.
Yeah, I think also this map just had a significant more amount of like intense encounters because the DE is just like a string, it's a permanent string of like decent and like decently like challenging encounters with the occasional elite mob. While this one is just like
Yeah, and
it actually makes use of vanilla mobs.
It's almost like it's almost kind of like in music, how you can have albums that are overproduced
yeah.
and it loses character, and it's basically like overbalanced to the point where every encounter becomes predictable and too smooth. So the predictability, there's like no unpredictable aspect of surprise.
BSM was here. You grief the dev world.
No, wow, dude, there is actually a renderXR was here sign already.
Put some scaffolding in here for you.
It's
Oh, thank
it's in gray in Narfus area.
So I could put an infinity scaffold. I was thinking about putting infinity scaffolding in your. I was gonna put infinity block in mine. My
I
grave.
noticed there was this nothing back here, so I added something. There we go.
You know what?
What
I'm
do you
gonna
want? What do you
actually
want to
have a
put in your
little
grave over here, Render? What are we putting in here?
taco.
Taco. Oh, you want to put a sandwich? Mega sandwich.
Wait, I'm gonna put a duck down really quick.
Yeah, that was Absolution, everyone. Thank you guys for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much for watching.